Bitcoin stumbles, but altcoins take a tumble, folks. We are on the precipice of some major pain on the charts as of today. Things are looking a little bit wonky. People questioning their bags. Is it the time to buy, or is this the top? Is it time to run for the hills? We got some insane news just breaking. Apparently, the bird flu confirmed in the United States. A big scare coming to the U.S. A 7.4 earthquake hit in the South Pacific. And so much more. We have a special guest joining us on the show today. I'll let you know in just a moment here. We're going to put that in the description, his X handle, all of his things.
Everything.
It's going to be huge. Me and Isaac, little unhinged today.
Very unhinged.
Shout out to you, buddy.
Don't worry about my jokes that I mentioned.
Oh God. Okay, so Isaac has the worst, maybe the best jokes.
The darkest jokes of all time. I cannot say on live, otherwise we're banned.
Oh my God, it is unhinged. And welcome all to the BitLab Academy. Wispy, we have the blockchain basement version of the Veteran Crypto Blockchain Report combo team coming to you on Aerodrome Staking tonight. Going to be released at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And welcome all to the blockchain basement. Crowley Crypto Dude, Laser Face, Bubba's Crypto with the candles. Shout out to Frankie Candles. We got to get Frankie out to the range. I've been working on it. If you're in Georgia and you got a lot of land, because all the land connections that I had do not want me to use tannerite. Okay, so I have a serious problem here. I need a large piece of land that's okay with tannerite going off here and there. I got a plan. Me and Frankie got a plan. Okay, so Willis Wilsford, thank you for joining. Alexander G, long time no see. Juice Toes, Nicole Ministator, Manawak. I think we might have a Manawak up as a special guest here in a couple days. Excited to see that. Shitty Bandito with the secret sauce about Drew's father. We'll see if it's exposed today on the show. Sawtooth Hiker and Green Day Prophets and Wispy, all the wonderful people of the blockchain basement. Now, shout out to everyone that is subscribed to the channel. We are now breaching upon levels that I only had dreamt of about a year or two ago. We are near 70,000 subscribers. We ticked up to 66,500 subscribers. Make sure you're subscribed. Got the notification bell on. Make sure you catch the video. We are releasing 5 p.m. videos. As of right now, it is going great here. You got the Chainlink deep dive. You got what to expect in Q1 for Bitcoin and the macro markets at large. And 5 p.m. tonight, you're going to have a how-to tutorial on earning up to $5,000 a month with a very simple plan. So make sure you're subscribed and catching that video. And also, make sure that you are following me on the Twitter. I am here at Druth Crypto, and I did pass 3,300 followers today. It's finally ticking on up. The algorithm of X is actually liking me, and I'm here for it. Then we got Isaac Does Crypto at Isaac Does Crypto, the ultimate goon for Hit Network, the co-host of the Blockchain Basement, NFA, DYOR.
Do your own research, ho.
IYKYK. All the things. He's the new school.
All the NIMS.
Yeah, all the NIMS and all the TISMs here on the Blockchain Basement. Now, Bitcoin, what are you doing? We get a little bit of green candle, or a red candle today, rather. Look at this. We're shaving off a little bit of a haircut down from $106,500 all the way down to $103,100. Little bit of a liquidity washout here. What up, Brianna? Welcome into the show here. We got the CoinGlass data. Let's see where the liquidation levels are sitting right now. Is there pain in our future? And yes, it does appear that there is pain in our future. We have liquidation levels sitting here at 103.1, and below that, all the way down to $102.8 thousand for Bitcoin. It looks like it's heavily weighted to rinse those longs off the shelf before things get going. But you know what? We have a very special guest. I'm not going to bring him up yet because I want to show what he's doing. We have Crypto Billy going to be joining us here. He's rolling out the BillyGoatTales.io website. And this, you all know, the giver's gain. You can go here to BillyGoatTales.io. I'll bring this down here just a touch so you can see. This is the website. And then when you click over to the More section, you have something pretty interesting. Go over to the NFT Mint Info page. Billy Goat Tales Season 1 NFT Info. This is a great NFT rollout from a lot of speakers and a lot of collaborators that have worked together during the bear market, building an absolutely awesome community of crypto-minded folks. If you do click the official Mint site, it will bring you to this page, and I am planning to get my public sale mint for this NFT. I am one of the speakers, I believe, in these NFT collections, and it's just kind of a moment in time that I wanted to be captured because my time that I spoke on the Billy Goat Tales was at a very cataclysmic and very controversial time for my firm, the Hit Network. But as you can see, we rose above this all. So without further ado, Billy Goat Tales, Mr. Crypto Billy, how are you doing, good sir? And thank you for joining me on the Blockchain Basement. How's it going?
Going good, Drew. It's going good. Thanks for the shout out. We appreciate that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
we're all excited. We're all excited about our NFT rollout, and it's been going great so far. So yeah, you're in the book, man. I've actually read the whole book. You're definitely in the book. You're definitely quoted in the book. So yeah, it's gonna be great for
When
you
I
to learn.
spoke, it was a high tension little interjection that I had there. But you know what? I think that the good rises to the top, the cream rises to the top, and that's where we're sitting right now. And I've always respected the work that you do. You build a very conscious and concise community of people that just support each other. The Givers Gain Network is something that's always just outreaching, open to hearing new ideas, open to hearing different community collaborations. And it looks like, are you rolling this NFT out on the Cardano network in particular?
Yes. So, first of all, this is the first and only in blockchain history. So, nobody has ever taken 30x spaces, recorded them, converted them into a book, and made that book an NFT book on the Cardano blockchain. So, we are the first to do it. So this season one mint is pretty special to us because it's a piece of blockchain history. So all the speakers, 170 speakers in total that spoke, are quoted in the book and are listed in the book. And together as a community, we created this book. So we have that piece, but we also have the first in blockchain history to do this. So you have on Cardano like Book.io, and they create NFT books,
Mhm.
but they've never created that with recording 30x spaces of the community in which the community is in the book and on the Cardano blockchain. So yeah, we're quite proud of that and we're excited about it.
Well, and something that's kind of special about your space, and I do tune in, and sometimes I'm able to talk if time allows. Usually, I'm putting the kids to bed right as it's going on, but I do have it in my earbuds. And something that's interesting about it is you have a ton of different perspectives of people that aren't normally influencers, right? They're just deep crypto degens that refuse to give up their bags. They're always looking for the strongest projects. How did you come about of the idea to start the Billy Goat Tales? Like, what spurred this whole idea? Because I see you've rolled out a child's book that's for sale on Amazon. We talked about last show, but really, what spurred this movement? Because I feel like you're on the path of building a foundation that actually might make this thing really blow up in the bull market. What started this whole process for you?
So it's just a vision and an idea that you carry through in your life, right? So in the crypto space, there's a lot of degens, right? A lot of scammers, and we all have to pay a price with the learning curve, right? And
Hmm.
so I wanted to take that and say, listen, we can do this honorably, respectfully, and we can be here to help each other through it instead of always got to have something in it for me.
Yeah.
So the whole giver's gain philosophy is, hey, you give with expecting nothing in return. What you know by giving and helping your fellow man and woman is that these golden nuggets pop up in your path later on when you're unexpecting them. This boom, it just shows up, and that has just been proof in my life, and I wanted to make sure that that notion and that philosophy got put out there in the crypto space. And it could have been in any space, but since I got into crypto in 17 and I started developing the relationships in the crypto space, instead of just like starting a YouTube channel all about personal development and leadership, I said, why not? Let's just do it right here in the cryptoverse, right? And it's been received quite well. But I have a great team. I want to shout them out real quick because like this NFT mint, the Biomex, he was our gearbox for this. So this guy just worked his butt off. We have Jimmy Jim, Redman, Crypto Poyo, and of course Dave Digital. And so, and we have some great mods. Alexandra G's one of our mods. Andy's one of our mods. We have some great mods. So, but it's all about the people, Drew. It's just all about all of us. So we're here to support guys like you, whatever we can do to help build your channel and help you win. We just know that it's going to come back to us in some form, in some fashion later on down the line. So it's not a one-to-one exchange. Hey, I'll do this for you and you pay me this, or you. No, it's just, we're here to give, we're here to help, and we know, we believe that it's coming back to us way down the path. Could be 15 minutes later, could be 15 years later, but we just believe in that philosophy.
I mean, that's really what attracted me to being a part of the community, or just, giving my thoughts onto it, is because it doesn't seem like it's a community that basically eats itself alive. Like last bull market, I saw a lot of shilling and a lot of things that ended up being rug pulls by people that I trusted. And you guys, I haven't seen any of that. And that's how I wanted to form my, show. But also, when I see other shows like that with the same mindset, that all you have to do is give people the good info and really the right community, that is what it's all about. And I think that is really uplifting, especially on days like today. Bitcoin takes a stumble and alts tumble. Everyone's sitting here worrying about, is this the top? Is it all over with? And it's really important to have a strong community that has each other's back and can give pretty concise feedback, and honest feedback on where they think the markets are going, or where they think the larger, conversation about crypto is going. I did drop a link in the chat here. I'll see if I can pin it, but I dropped a link in the chat to the book. I'm going to replace the pin message to the book as well. Looks like your Billy Goat Tales book still for sale on Amazon. And that's another approach that I really appreciated that you took, is trying to give that education to the next generation, the young ones in the world, to understand what Bitcoin is just in general, and to have a better leg up, honestly, I think, on where the entire monetary system is shifting to. It's undeniable it's happening at this point. And, Billy gets on a few things. I know you don't cover too much of the specific, like, day-to-day news stuff, more about the overall movement of crypto, but I got to ask you, man, do you think that we're going to actually see a Bitcoin strategic reserve rolled out in the year 2025? Or is this just all hopes that might be shattered as we head into the new year?
My personal opinion is we're going to see that. It's the first administration in the history of our nation that's going to be crypto friendly. So over those last 4 years, Trump really started learning about Bitcoin, started learning about cryptocurrency. He started surrounding himself with the people that are connected to crypto, and I think he educated himself. And we were in the Bitcoin conference. We heard his speech, right, and it was a great speech. And so I think it's going to happen. I think he understands, just like Michael Saylor understands. I think he understands that there's great value, a store of value, better than the dollar, of course, in holding all of that treasury, or a lot of that treasury, in Bitcoin versus the dollar, right? So the dollar continues to lose purchasing power every single day, every week, every month, every year, while Bitcoin continues to gain a store of value and becomes more valuable year after year after year. So I see it happening because Trump's a businessman. It's a great business move for him. I mean, that will be part of his legacy, to have all that money, if it is going to be, they keep saying 1 million Bitcoin or so. If he does that, man, that is going to be his legacy. It's going to be part of his legacy.
It's just incredible to see it even being talked about to me. It's like,
I know.
We think about the 4-year cycle and falling back down to find those next entry points. It's hard to really see the conversation leaving Bitcoin if we do move forward with Cynthia Lummis's S4912 bill, the Bitcoin Act. Nation state FOMO is about to kick in if they push this forward. And, we have some stories today that are highlighting it does look like an insane executive order is a few months away regarding Bitcoin. We'll be diving into that story in just a few minutes. Make sure to stay tuned for that. But the time frame of positioning, this feels like a miracle market. Did you ever imagine that we'd be hearing about a Bitcoin strategic reserve, say 5 years ago? 2020 was nearly 5 years ago right now, just to terrify everyone out there. But the lockdowns were just about 5 years ago. Did you ever imagine we'd see these conversations happening?
I never imagined that, but more importantly, remember the last cycle, remember November 21, we all were expecting $100,000 Bitcoin, right? It never
Hmm.
happened. And to see it actually happen and be a part of that happening, and to make your investment decisions early on based on the belief of Bitcoin and based on the belief that you're into something here that's very special. And we came in before the institutions, before BlackRock. We are the early adopters. For me, I came in 17, but those people in 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, I thought, oh man, I wish I would have got in then. But you don't have to really think like that, because as long as I always say, Bitcoin finds you when it's supposed to, and you find Bitcoin when it's supposed to in your life. So now it's time to get in, learn the ethos, understand what it's all about, and you're going to do great. The next 10, 20 years, it's just going to be great for all of us that are in this game right now.
100% agree with that. And that's the key is education. And that's what I appreciated so much out of seeing your book and seeing the approach of your community. You know what I mean? It's just about broadening your education, understanding where things are going at large, and then positioning yourself to really change your life. Because I feel like the conversations that we've seen roll out over the last few weeks here, honestly, they're setting up for something I could only have dreamed of in 2020. You know, this is the crazy conspiracy theory of Drews. When all my neighbors looked at me like I was nuts, they're going to back the dollar with Bitcoin. The system's going to collapse into Bitcoin, and the future of economy and of value is digital. They looked at me like I was crazy. I feel so validated these days. And I just wanted to commend you for what you've done, sir. If anyone is not already following Crypto Billy, make sure I will highlight after we get off the show here where to follow you, but let people know while you're on, where are you on Twitter? Where do you want people to keep up with you first and foremost on the developments here for Billy Goat Tales?
Yeah, and so Twitter, we have Billy Goat Tales Twitter, so you can follow that Twitter X. I also have my own Twitter, which is Crypto Billy 111, and we have the website, which is Crypto Billy, or excuse me, BillyGoatTales.io. So we have that. But I wanted to say a couple things real quick about the children's book, since you brought it up, Drew.
Yeah.
So first, for our community being established last year in 2023, it's all about trust and credibility. So the first thing we have to do is, when we say we're going to do something, we have to actually do it. We have to keep our word. We have to actually do it. So we have a 5-year business plan. We look at it almost every single week. We've hit every single metric that we said we are going to metric or hit on the metrics there. And it was about, hey, we said we're going to do a children's book. We're going to publish a children's book. And we said we're going to do 5 of them. And we were going to do the first one. So we have the second one being written right now. It's almost all written. So it's going to be a 5-set series of Billy Goat Tales children's books, with each team member writing their own story. I wrote the first one. Jim's writing the second one, and it's, again, already written. We also said we were going to record these Twitter X Spaces and build an NFT book. We did it. It's launched. It's out there in the metaverse right now, right? So what we have to do is just do what we say we're going to do, keep our word, do the right thing, and that's how we're building our community. And we want to surround ourselves with like-minded people. No takers in our community. It's as simple as that. Because if you're a giver and you hook up with a taker, you're going to lose.
Yep.
Period. You're going to lose.
Yep.
Now, if you surround yourself with 2 givers that are there to help each other, truly help each other, reach their goals, you're going to win. So imagine if you align yourself with 100 givers, 1,000 givers, 10,000 givers. You got a community of like-minded people with the right heart, the right core values, the right beliefs, and it's going to turn into something special. We feel we're building that, so we're excited about that, man.
Absolutely love it, man. Well, I'm going to show all the links and where to find all your info, and I'll make sure that your info is tagged in our description after the show's complete here. But Billy Goat Tales is doing something amazing out there. Make sure to follow Crypto Billy on X, Billy Goat Tales on X, and get on the BillyGoatTales.io website and get your NFT while you can. Absolutely loved having you on here, brother. I'm looking forward to you. Better get me an invite. I'll come on your show and we'll do some collaborations later on.
Yeah, which we also just launched our YouTube channel, which if you Google query in there, Givers Gain 111 on YouTube, it'll pop up. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother.
Thanks, Drew. Thanks for having
love.
me, brother.
Absolutely, dude. We're going to be collabing more in the future, and maybe we might be blasting some birds. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
You
So-
got
I heard a little thing. All right, brother. I'll see you soon.
See you, man.
Yeah. What a good guy. God, I love
Dude, he's
crypto.
amazing.
He's so earnest, man. It's like the Santa Claus of cryptocurrency or something like that. And just an incredible dude. Now, we got a lot of ground to cover here. Here's the Amazon for if you want to find the Crypto Billy Goat Tales book, if this thing will load. Isaac, I am guilty of having 60 stories to cover today.
I know. We have a lot to cover.
Look at this. So just a quick snapshot.
We're going to be here for 4 hours.
Shut up.
So crack open a cold one.
Shut up.
Get
All
your
right.
snacks.
All right, we'll give that a minute to load here. 98% chance Jerome Powell starts today's FOMC conference with good afternoon. The last time he skipped, the Dow plunged 800 points. What could go wrong? This is likely what we're going to be looking like during the FOMC today at 2:30. Let's have a listen.
Good afternoon.
Pure chaos, basically.
Oh.
So I do have a tiny long position in on Near. It's underwater currently and probably going to get liquidated, but it's only a couple $100. I knew to be very careful today. No $1,000, $2,000 trades today. Just see if I can ride the lightning. CoinsChick, thank you for the gifted membership. I saw another
It
gifted
was
membership.
Green Day Profits with the 5 gifted members.
What a
We
badass.
appreciate you, man.
What a badass. Thank you very much, you guys, for dropping the memberships. Shout out to CoinsChick Coin. Didn't CoinsChick Coin hit like all-time highs
It
or
hit
something like that?
it hit a $220,000 market cap, and you already know that community is very hype. I was in the Telegram that day, and it was just nonstop bullish activity all day,
right.
every day.
All right. Well, I mean, she's got the engagement activity going on her Twitter. So, I mean, it's probably going to keep rising as the bull market continues. Rooster got gifted the membership by CoinChick. Shout out to you. Now, oh my God, Meanless. I haven't seen you in a while. Jerome Powell's more powerful than the president changed my mind.
He has to step down. So
The Federal
you know,
Reserve is more powerful than the president. That's what
That's
he's
very
saying.
true.
And it's he's saying something so important right now. The Federal Reserve is setting monetary policy that the president has to abide by. It was set up unconstitutionally, and it's up to Congress to fix this problem. M. Vino dropping another membership here. Simon Scott picked up the membership. Thank you very much for that. I do have my first set of questions that I pulled from the OG chat of the Blockchain Basement Discord to go through, and I'll be pulling those things as we go. And shout out to Crypto Billy. He's been a member of this channel for 17 months. Holy cow, man. That is incredible. I think he might hold the record. Longest standing member.
He's one of the longest members out there. And he
Dude.
just dropped the 5 membies.
Absolutely incredible.
That's insane.
Yeah, Banana Republic spewing the facts right to you. And it's an unconstitutional setup of the Federal Reserve in and of itself. It's been in place since 1913. And we have basically been beholden to this unconstitutional organization for this entire time. Hopefully, we see Rand Paul choose violence. We might have to look at Seamless Protocol and find out if it's a dead project, too. I stopped looking at that thing day after day.
Kind of forgot it existed.
All right. Yeah. No, it's still listed. Seamless Protocol has been on a ride downtown, though. Now, key context about the FOMC meeting today. At September's meeting, the dots showed 4 rate cuts in 2025. Markets now expect 3 cuts, but there's a risk the Fed reduces its outlook to just 2 cuts, which would be a hawkish shift. Why this matters for next year: fewer than expected cuts equal a modest negative outlook for markets as long as the cutting cycle continues. The Fed pause outright stopping cuts would be far more negative, but that's not a risk for tomorrow. So, in my opinion, and I want the folks out there in the chat, their opinions as well. Do you think we're going to see another 25 base point cut on the FOMC meeting at 2:30 today? Or are they going to pause cuts and then the market nukes, right? Because we have 2 options here. And either way, I think we're going to have extreme up and down candles. What you got, Isaac?
And also, if you haven't already, smash that like button and share the stream out so people can hear the alpha that we drop every day, day in and day out. Make sure you have your notifications on so you never miss a show.
God, You're good, man.
I'm getting there, man.
That was real good. I like that. Thank you for that. All right. Now, Don Alt gave some very wonderful advice here. Pretty simple. Bitcoin strong. It's hard for alts to keep up. Only natural they underperform a bit, right? Bitcoin weak. Of course, alts underperform. What if Bitcoin sells off properly? Bitcoin sideways. The market is uninteresting. Can't expect altcoins to perform well. Wait. So, where is the good in altcoins? Well, folks, you know I've been talking about this for a while, but we are very, very close to the historical time frame where Bitcoin dominance meets its maker. Okay, we stack the altcoins while it's unpopular, so we can experience the gains as they're popular. And we, as it sits right now, we are, what is this? This is December 23rd, so we only have about like 5
days.
5 days.
5 days until historically alt season.
This is a 5-day countdown till alt season right now. And, you know, I say it on my Twitter account. No one's, I mean, people are there. I don't know how many people actually pay exact attention. Here's Billy Goat Tales at Billy Goat Tales. He follows me. I feel special. Now we go here. And, dude, this Chainlink video is blowing up. I'm starting to get a lot of people from the Chainlink community up in my grill. Pudgy Penguins with a nasty sell-off. We're going to be talking about that.
Sell-off, more like dump.
Here's my post, though. Alt season kicks off on Christmas Eve. Tell a friend. And this is to highlight on the main portions of my portfolio. Obviously, I hold more crypto than this. But it was a reminder that historically, this time frame for Bitcoin dominance does not fall off till this point, 245 days after the halving. So buckle up, Buttercup. We are in for a bumpy ride until then. And I am treating the current altcoin weakness as a buying opportunity. So with that being said, taking all of my dry powder that I have laying around, and I'm absolutely hammering into the best looking altcoins. Dennis Padilla, thank you for the super chat here. Can I please have your thoughts on the graph? Absolutely. Remind me when we get to the altcoin full on section to get to expectations for the graph, if you may, Mr. Isaac.
Sure.
Now, what do we have here? Arthur Hayes predicting a crypto harrowing dump around Trump's inauguration. Kind of an interesting thought from Mr. Arthur Hayes. Now manages a family office named Maelstrom, wrote that there are no politically acceptable solutions for Trump to quickly make policy changes widely accepted by crypto investors. The market will instantly wake up to the reality that Trump at best has 1 year to enact any policy changes on or around January 20th, the day of his inauguration. That is saying that he makes it to inauguration and isn't taken out by a Dem deep state plant. Hayes said this realization will lead to a vicious sell-off in crypto and other Trump 2.0 equity trades. The crypto market still amid an extended price rally triggered by the pro-crypto candidate Donald Trump's win in November. And, you know, it's really also been helped out by the Bitcoin strategic reserve conversation. But in my opinion, this is par for the course. This is what we expected to cut through the blue Fibonacci sequence like a savage from the 1.0 to the 1.618. Now we are heading into Thunderdome, where I'd expect us to continue a choppy rally up to about the 3/4 portion of this Fibonacci, then come back down in a violent manner. The market's over, the crypto bull market tops in, and we prove $100,000 as support before we move on up. This is exactly what happened in the last cycle and the cycle previously. You cook halfway or 3/4 of the way up through this fib sequence, then you come back down, prove it as support before jackknifing all the way on up to the upside and Beyonce. So we are looking at that currently for the outlook on Bitcoin price action. I'm not going to be able to cover the BlackRock ETF. It's doing great. There's the covering that story. Thank you for the sweater compliment too. I felt like this is a fancy sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this is me dressing up fancy. Okay, that's how I feel. This is about as fancy as I get in terms of dress wear. So now we have this. Dennis Porter, inside the formation of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act, can confirm that his team has finalized a model of an executive order for the President of the United States to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. It looks like the announcement for this reserve is coming through the form of an executive order. How much of a percentage gain do you think Bitcoin's going to have the day of? The day of, we have headlines. Executive order released. Bitcoin.
Percentage-wise?
Yeah, how much of a percentage gain do you think?
17.3.
Woo!
17.3. That's what I'm going to go with.
God damn.
What about you? What do you think the percentage on the day is
I
gonna
mean,
be?
you kind of, I was thinking like 15, you know? I mean, this is a huge announcement in the works right now, and this likely will come out and end up looking like what we saw in the last market. It's funny how the news follows the Fibonacci sequence, but this is probably going to be coming out right as we see this upswing to about 3/4 of the way through. Then they'll realize, oh, wait, we got to work on this to actually make it happen. And then it's happening, and we go up to the sky from there. So very good guess, though. Very good guess,
Thank
Isaac.
you.
Very nice. So Dennis Porter working on this executive order with the Trump team, and I am here for it. You heard it here first, folks. Now, Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan talking about what the strategic reserve will mean in terms of price action, and your ears are about to go pop.
Go. In terms of potential catalysts, Matt, I got to ask you about Trump and his support for this idea of a Bitcoin strategic reserve, Matt. What do you make of that? What do you think the odds are that actually happens? If it did happen, what would it mean for the price?
Yeah, I'll answer that last one first. If we do get a Bitcoin strategic reserve where the government is buying Bitcoin, and there's a bill from Senator Lummis that had the government buy $1 million.
Is this guy wearing makeup? Hold on. I'm sorry to stop, but is he wearing makeup? He looks like a guy out of Barbie. Okay.
Maybe a tad bit.
He's like a plastic
Hey.
man. What is this?
Unless he's just like, he has just perfect skin and he's just like
Bitcoin.
oiled it up.
$200,000 Bitcoin is going to be looking quaint. You're going to be looking at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 Bitcoin. It's just too big a story because governments all around the world would have to do it. When this initial idea was floated, I was somewhat skeptical of it, but over the months, it hasn't gone away. In fact, we continue to see leaders in the Trump administration suggest that they're open to it. I still think, maybe it's less than a 50% chance, but it's not zero. And again, if it happens, or if we start to see it happening in other countries, you're going to see, a rip up in Bitcoin that will make 2024 look pretty docile in comparison.
This is insane to think about, man. And he's talking about something that it's hard. Like, I've said it on the show a bunch of times. If we do actually see this executive order and we do actually see the strategic reserve put into place, I cannot tell you what the top of Bitcoin, like the Fibonacci sequence I've based my last few markets off of, and largely we hit the price expectation that I had last market, the top end of this Fibonacci sequence. This sequence honestly might go out the window. If we do see this happen, I cannot tell you for sure that this sequence is truly going to be the top. What I can tell myself and what I know is that I will absolutely be able to change my life in a very tangible way with the upswing in crypto should we reach this upper echelon here. So that's what I know, and that's what I'm operating off of. But if we see the strategic reserve rolled out, he's talking about levels well beyond the Fibonacci sequence. And, we did see this in markets long ago when the market cap was much smaller and easier to move. Okay, we saw this in the 2013 to 2017 timeframe. You had an all-time high sitting here at $1,700 or $1,070 down to 160. Okay, so a huge swing. I'll scroll down. Oh yeah, there you go. So this is average Fibonacci action here. And then you go up to the top echelon, you chop, you expect, okay, fun's over. No, it was not over. Oh my God, Bitcoin overextended itself by a long shot in comparison to that all-time high. It made it all the way up to $19,763. Really, what I've been able to base my overall market expectation of is that we are able to repeat the velocity of the 2017 to 2021 timeframe. But these timeframes did not include nation-state FOMO. They did not include billions of dollars being bought by the world's largest asset managers like BlackRock and the likes there within, all at the same time. So seeing the current macroeconomic and political positioning for Bitcoin, yeah, we have our average Fibonacci expectation. And yes, I do feel like we'll be able to at least match the previous market because, like I said, we didn't have all these awesome things happening back here. But I don't know where the top exactly could be for Bitcoin at this stage. Seeing the rollout, the fermentation of an executive order, Honestly, I know number go up. Okay. And I know the best protocols, the biggest movements, Solana base, those ecosystems I see as the strongest to look at for auxiliary altcoin plays. But really looking at this, the precedent of what's being set for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency at large, I don't know where the top is really going to go for this. And the Treasury, now I have another conspiracy theory that Trump is buying this wrapped Bitcoin to test out a Treasury-driven DeFi Summer 2.0. Think about the implications of what I just said. Where DeFi in and of itself is a small fish game right now. But if government level officials are testing out DeFi to further escape the US dollar out of the insane deficit that we're currently in, all bets are off. The hyper Bitcoinization conversation comes to the table, and all of a sudden we don't get any pullback. So stacking right now is so damn important, you guys, and that's why I'm taking advantage of any sign in the market right now of weakness. Now, we did see this further confirmation, more states moving into Bitcoin reserves. Ohio is now moving forward with the Bitcoin reserve within the state treasury. This post from Derek Murin, Republican for Congress in Ohio, state representative. And now he's talking about the state treasury authority and flexibility to invest in Bitcoin. The legislation creates the framework for Ohio state government to harness the power of Bitcoin to strengthen the state finances. As the United States federal government sees these states rolling their money into Bitcoin, what do you think? The federal government's going to let Ohio outpace it in gains over the next 10 or 20 years? No. The answer is clearly no. As we see Florida, Texas, and, you know, a lot of people don't understand Texas is like 6th or 7th in the world's largest GDP. We see some of the world's largest GDPs, not just states, the largest GDPs, which are American states, rolling out these Bitcoin reserves. You're damn right the federal government is going to feel the FOMO, and I am here for it. We also have Thailand feeling the FOMO as well, officially proposing crypto as legal tender for vote in Parliament. It looks like coming up today. That's from Marty Party. Now, there's been a lot of concern about Willow. We've been hearing a lot of these concerns about quantum computers coming out and Bitcoin's going to be broken. Now we have this. Google's new quantum Willow chip to be a threat to Bitcoin. The cryptographic design makes it highly secure for Bitcoin, relying on algorithms that classical computers cannot break. Google's new Willow quantum chip with its 105 qubits is a major step towards quantum computing, but it is not a threat to Bitcoin yet. Breaking Bitcoin's defenses, the ECDSA and the SHA-256, would require at least 1,500 to 3,000 fault-tolerant qubits, far beyond Willow's current capabilities. Willow remains in the NISQ phase, where errors and instability limit its power, but Bitcoin's layered cryptography keeps it safe for now, as quantum systems still have a long way to go. So I've gotten a lot of questions. Is Bitcoin going to break because of this quantum computing thing? The answer for now is no. And that I emphasize for now. We have to pay attention. And honestly, this might be very bullish for quantum resistant cryptocurrencies to spur up in the next bull market. Quantum computing resistant cryptos and also nanotechnology, I think, are going to be kind of a fun little subsector to look for. Down in the Rumble chat, King Kernels, my buddy Gil is a new listener and watcher. We follow your picks. Do you have any advice for him in your Discord? And so is he. Do you have a how-to tutorial for exchange wallets? Okay. Well, I have a how-to buy crypto through our channel partner, 2Bit. Okay. So I don't know if YouTube's even going to pull up here because I got so many damn tabs. Let's see if it works. I have a how-to buy crypto on the main page of the Blockchain Basement. Let's go here. So if you just click Blockchain Basement on YouTube, then the videos tab, you should... it's gone. It's gone. Damn it.
It's a little far. How to
Here
buy
it is.
crypto right there.
How to buy crypto. This is the one. You know, I should probably remake this, but this is just how to go in and get out. Now, the most important thing here, I would impress to anyone, is you can use whatever exchange you want. If you want to support the basement and, you know, use 2Bit, awesome. But if you want to use Coinbase or things like that, Get in and get out. Put your crypto on cold storage. I emphasize that very, very heavily. You can use code BASE20. Take advantage of a short-term deal that we have on our cold storage wallets right now. We have 20% off of the Arculus cold storage wallet. This bad boy can put all your crypto into a cold storage wallet, keep it safe from hackers, and an easy way to orange pill your family into showing them how easy it is to literally become their own bank. So make sure you get in, you get out on whatever exchange it is. What you got, Isaac?
I also have a video out there of how to set up your Oculus wallet.
You do?
So I will have to remake that one because, the new code.
Come on,
20.
get it going, buddy.
So, we have a bunch of different ways.
You better hurry up. We only got like 5 days left until that code expires.
Okay, so how about this? I'll make it and I'll put it on the basement Twitter today, right after the show.
Okay.
After I live stream the FOMC.
I like it. I like the plan. I like where you're going with this. Now, Mark Moss highlighting his bank is blocking wire transfers, preventing him from stacking even more Bitcoin. I cannot wait for Operation Chokepoint 2.0 to be fully snuffed out with the Trump presidency, which I do believe is going to happen. Michael Saylor is going to have a blackout period all of January on new Bitcoin purchases, though. Cannot issue any new conversions to buy Bitcoin. In that time frame, the Mad Lad goes for it through December 31st, and then altcoin season kicks off. This is some great confluence to Bitcoin dominance as well. What do we got here? Oh, and are you ever going to have a call-in show for your fans? We should have a call-in show, dude.
That would be a lot of fun, actually.
That would be a lot of fun. We should make that happen.
We'll talk about how that's going to work later.
I know how it could work.
Okay.
It's how do we screen the people,
Yeah.
What if I get like a Ben simp or something on here? Like, can I make fun of them publicly? Probably not.
Have to go directly through the Discord.
Okay.
OG members.
All right.
So consider being a member.
I like that. They have to apply to do the call in through the OG Discord. Click the link in our description for the OG Discord. Become a member. Now, moving on, we have SEC Commissioner Carolyn Crenshaw renomination session has been canceled. Critics argue that Crenshaw is more anti-crypto than SEC Chair Gary Gensler, and this witch can get fucked. Moving on, we also have this. Johnny learned a new valuable lesson the day he was playing Monopoly. This is relevance to my feelings towards the Federal Reserve and taxations at large.
Oh my gosh. Where's all your money gone, Donnie? Taxes. Let me fix my houses. It's okay. It's part of the game. No, it's not.
It's not okay. Billy.
Taxes.
Jesus.
It's not fun to what? It's the worst part of the game.
Truly, this kid's got it figured out, man. It is the worst part of the game. Insane how they take, if you add it up between property tax, sales tax, income tax, all of the different taxes that we pay, and then they use all the money to keep proxy wars and World War III going. I really kind of feel like they owe me a lifelong refund on my money that I've been giving the federal government, because honestly, they can print as much money as they need, as we've seen in the past 4 years. So, President Trump announcing a nomination for Herschel Walker, shout out to him, as the U.S. ambassador to the Commonwealth of Bahamas. Herschel Walker finding a place in the Trump administration, and I'm here for it. Shout out to you, bro. I think he's out of Georgia, isn't he?
I believe so.
I think he is.
Also, just
For
I
sure.
want to put out there, shout out to my dad's in the chat.
What?
Steven Sanchez. What's up, Dad?
Very cool. All right. Shout out, man. Now, mother of all based Senator Elizabeth Warren has sent a letter to Trump to establish a conflict of interest rule for Elon Musk, given he is a top advisor, per the Washington Post. In response, Trump's team called her Pocahontas, said that Warren was a career politician whose societal impact was 124th or 1024th of Elon Musk's. Absolutely a slap in the face. And honestly, none of the bills that she put forward passed. She's just hot air and wanting to complain more and more, trying to protect the banks. You're gonna lose. Now,
it's not going to load because someone has 60 stories.
okay, you know what? Hold on. It's gonna load here. Let's go back. I want to check out this trade that I'm in near down bad. But I only put in $200. I knew it was gonna kind of lose. That's why I didn't give it as like a local call.
Shout out Coin
okay.
Chick. Hi, father-in-law.
What?
Love that.
Oh my
Also,
God.
Discover Crypto's in the chat too. So
Coins chick talking about father-in-law?
yeah, baby, I win. You lose.
Bro. Whoa. What kind of scandal did we just uncover?
I
I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see what other
It's not
stories.
going to work. What
All
else
right.
you got?
Be careful on the roads this Christmas, though, you guys. A lot of men are going to be getting drunk and drinking and getting their wives to drive them home. You must be careful on the roads for the love of God. Stay alive during the bull market. And this, just so scary, 2020 was 5 years ago.
That's insane.
Where were you?
Where was I? I was in middle school in the 8th grade.
So when the
working online.
When the flu season conversation came out and the videos of the trucks driving through China spraying bleach into the air came out.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction to that news story, man? Like, were you scared? Were you worried about it?
I wasn't scared. It was just when everything went online. So it made it a little more difficult, but also at the same time, I had 17 people in my house at the time.
Okay.
So, because we were taking care of my grandfather at the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was we actually had a lot of fun. We had like 5-course meals every single day. Because, family pretty much are all
You had a great
chefs.
community together.
Yeah, so it was just family for about a year, all trapped in a house together. So it wasn't that bad at all.
I love that story.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Me, I was kicked out of a company I helped build.
I know, it was crazy.
I spent 2 years locked in a basement learning tactics and basically just hitting a punching bag, doing dry fire drills, training with the cops. I had an FBI instructor. I really sharpened my tactical sword during that time frame, and I purposely took underpaying jobs to get tactics training. And, I don't regret it. You know what I mean? I'm still good and prepared for everything. This is a good question from .wook. If your Apple ID gets hacked, could the hacker have access to your hot wallets? I, myself, am paranoid. So if it were Drew that got hacked on my Apple ID, I would be absolutely scrubbing all of my stuff into brand new wallets and getting all of this stuff disconnected from that Apple ID that was indeed compromised because I am a paranoid person. Isaac, is the Anne Frank story.
That one was really funny. That was funny.
Shout out to that, man. I just, I'm glad that you were able to develop well and you had a community around you to help that development keep going.
Yeah.
Because that time frame 2020, man, that really hindered a lot of kids.
It
really did.
messed up a lot of people my age.
It's a very tragic thing to think about. And also something tragic is Pornhub has finally pulled out. And something you don't rarely see on Pornhub, but they announced that they will be pulling out of Florida, blocking access to millions of users starting January 1st of 2025, when the new age verification law takes effect for Floridians. Shout out.
Banned across the United States. How about that?
Oh, my God. That'd probably get we'd have a more productive society if that happened.
Very
Absolutely.
productive.
Absolutely, we would. Now, we also had this, a Vanuatu earthquake, 14 dead so far, capital in chaos. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake hit Vanuatu. This was absolutely crazy. This is a backyard pool. As the earthquake hit, look at the velocity. SHTF can happen without a nuclear bomb going off. This is why it pays to be prepared and to be able to be that strength for your neighbors should something like that occur.
Organic wave pool.
Justin Trudeau, the Joker of Canada, maybe Snow Mexico soon to be. The Canadian dollar is fallen off of a cliff. We have the Canadian dollar compared to US dollars now at 0.69. This is an absolute death spiral for the Canadian dollar. Not looking great. And maybe they collapse to the point where we can absorb them and have a Snow Mexico. I have a lot of family up in Fargo.
Yeah.
We're not too far away from Canada. We could have a much easier trip up to Canada with it being a 51st state. Now, the title of this show gives a very serious warning, and this warning comes from NVIDIA's graph, folks. Look at NVIDIA on the larger time frames here. I believe these are daily graphs, daily chart candles. NVIDIA looking pretty clearly like a head and shoulders pattern right now, but I did see Jensen rolled out maybe the saving grace this crazy new development for NVIDIA. Let's have a listen to this short video to see what's next for this company.
Our brand new AI computer. Look at this. I think I might have cooked it a little bit too long. It shrunk. The little tiny Jetson Nano. Little Orin computer. This thing that's really amazing is that a long time ago, starting with Xavier, you guys might have known, that we created a brand new type of processor. It was a robotics processor. Nobody understood what we were building at the time. And we imagined that someday these deep learning models would evolve and we would have, robots of all kinds. Everything that moves would be robotic. And now here we are. We're seeing all kinds of amazing robots. Robots on wheels, robots on legs, 2 legs, 3 legs. And of course, general humanoid robotics are nearly upon us. This is a brand new Jetson Nano Super. Almost 70 trillion operations per second.
70 trillion operations per second.
That's not scary for a tiny computer like that.
Oh, God. Let's keep listening.
25 watts.
Barely any
and
power.
$249.
$249 freaking dollars for nearly 72 trillion actions per second. Holy God, man. This is absolutely
It
crazy.
runs everything that the HGX does. Even runs large language models. And can't wait for all of you to try it. It's available everywhere.
So is this like the brain for the next robot? Like,
It's available everywhere. Get it now.
dude, like this could be a brain chip that we're looking at for the next generation of robots here, running large language models, all of those actions per second. I mean, the advancement of AI over the next 10 years is going to make your eyes bleed, in my opinion. Now it's just a matter of not having AI look at humans like we are the locust that it needs to do away with because we take too many resources off of the planet Earth, right? That's something to think about. We also had this, Sora versus Google VO2. Google VO2 rolled out. Let's take a comparison. I want the chat's opinion, which is better. On the left, we have Google VO2, and on the right, we have OpenAI Sora. These are imagery creation systems out of artificial intelligence. And I'm looking at this. I really am kind of liking the realism. I feel like Google VO2 looks a lot more realistic than the OpenAI Sora. Like OpenAI Sora feels like something out of a video game or something like that. This looks much, much more realistic. And the physics of the bird feet, okay, pay attention to the bird feet.
Two-stepping.
The two-stepping, that's fake. And the dog, I mean, what did you do? Just jump in the air? What is this? What is this? Fake. How do you do that off of the pool floors? So, we talk about Sora being this incredible thing. It looks like Google has a pretty good handle on the future of AI for itself. Now, here is your basket of DeFi plays within Coinbase base ecosystem, all consolidated, folks. This tells me normies like myself, who isn't always speculating on tokens, simply want to leverage blockchain tech to replace TradFi functions. Sounds like me. Not really a normie, but I just want to see TradFi functions be replaced by DeFi. And he gives the highlight: Aerodrome, Moonwell, and Morpho, and the stable coin from Circle, sustainable on-chain economy on Base. These are the building blocks of DeFi on Base, and my bags are noticing it. Let's check out the top gainers here. Because honestly, it's been an aggravating day. My wife's pick, winning. My wife's pick, look at this. How does she keep doing this? She bought Persic. This is it's basically, she explained it like toilet paper of crypto. Okay. And in that saying, it's a parsing system that analyzes blockchain data and then puts it out in a legible, understandable manner. Now, she bought this thing like a week ago. It's exploding to the upside. I'm sitting here watching it going up even more. Honestly, it's up 48% on the week. The wife, Tia, strikes again. Absolutely unreasonable. On the month, this thing's up 100%. Wait, what are you doing? And on the year, we go to this, and it is a giant cup and handle forming on this. Apparently, that's in my portfolio too, and it's crushing it. So, I don't know, get yourself a crypto knowledgeable wife. I guess is the lesson here. Morpho, I'm right on her heels. Damn it. Morpho is treating me well, though. I bought it at $1.20. We're up 16% on the day, while everything else, it seems, is bleeding. God, $1.20. I mean, I'm up 73% from the buy point right there. That's not bad. Actually, probably more, right? That's up over 100%.
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah. So not bad on Morpho. It is catching up to Aerodrome in a very quick fashion. If you notice here, I'll scoot this page over just a touch. We are at $450 million market cap on this one. You're damn right. I'm still holding my Aerodrome, still holding all of my base ecosystem plays, but those are indeed the biggest gainers, followed by Ondo, AIOZ, Alien Base waking up. I am going to do a price prediction on Alien Base tomorrow, but at least it's not shaving off a huge amount. Chainlink holding above that very important $25 level. And then you see the losers from there. But I'm looking at the losers within this as buying opportunities. What the hell, though? Kulo down 72%. What the hell happened here?
Oh, wow.
I got some damn
Holy cow. It was at $1 million market cap yesterday.
Ass, man. $88,000.
Ass, get it?
God damn it. Near Protocol. This one's been the most aggravating for me because I hold a pretty good sized bag. Near Protocol, been very, very sleepy. I do want to buy more, though. I do want to buy more because I just showed you the NVIDIA fears, but then also what NVIDIA is rolling out in the future. Near very closely tied to NVIDIA, and I think NVIDIA, the pullback on the stock price is kind of playing into the Near Protocol weakness currently, potentially giving me an opportunity for buying. Now at the bottom end of awesome moments of back in the truck up, I could see $5 as a moment where I could feel comfortable dumping and doubling my bag into Near Protocol. So I'm keeping an eye out on that. And also, we have a channel partner here, Sentiment. Okay. And I want to actually, I'll do this. I don't know if I have the ability, but we want to do a third Sentiment, I guess you could say survey. It's a very simple blockchain survey, but something important to keep in mind when going into the test net of the survey on the Sentiment system. You're beta testing. You're seeing if we can break the system from all of your guys' interactions on there. I am going to pop this link into the chat and pin it to the top of the chat, as well as put the link in the description of this video so you guys can access it there. But I'm going to pop this in here right now. This is the pinned link. I'm going to pin up to the top. Bam, replace pin message. Sentiment is rolling out their next query, their next basic beta testing. What you got to do is you got to connect your MetaMask, and then you get testnet Ethereum, okay? Not actual Ethereum, testnet Ethereum. And the outlook is to get paid in DAG tokens. Scoop my face out of the way so the viewers at home can QR code this. If you're watching this after the show goes live, you can earn DAG tokens by taking part in this testnet. I'm excited to see a blockchain roll up that will pay us for our data rather than conglomerates scrubbing our data and selling it to the highest bidder. I want to see us get paid for our Sentiment rather. So shout out to Sentiment for being an awesome channel partner. And now we have this. You're going to like this story, Isaac. Solana breaking new records. Usage topping out at a whopping 1,511 true transactions per second. This is more than all other chains combined, even if you deduct the consensus transactions and the failed transactions. I liked how he deducted that. Solana still comes out on top. Hate Solana all you want, but do not deny its success. That's why I cannot deny Solana's success. I'm glad you're diving into the ecosystem.
Me and Steve-O were looking at all this information this morning, and I made a quote tweet off of something he had tagged me in on my page about pretty much this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, Solana's about to rip your face off.
Yeah. Now, what do I do about my Kulo tokens I bought?
Dump them.
I mean, it's down 85%. Do I really dump something like that?
I mean,
do I continue being the problem that obviously some Jeet came in there and just dumped like crazy on it?
Yeah. That was kind of sad. I wasn't expecting that.
That's aggravating.
Because they're great people.
I know. They're great people. I didn't see it coming. God. Thoughts on ICP in 2025? Okay. Where do you think it will land in the coin market cap holdings? Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. ICP's been kind of losing its what do you call it? Its luster, its attraction. Yes. Now, where are we landing in terms of size? God, we're all the way down to number 28. Ooh, it's falling behind, folks. Falling behind. Okay, let's think about it. So, ICP, it's been taken off of the kind of conversation realm of being an AI blockchain. I gotta fix my. It's kind of losing its AI blockchain narrative. I know Crypto Steve talks about the overall graph looks like garbage, but I will say it was leverage shorted on God mode out of Alameda Research to help create this insane initial release, and then they just shorted the shit out of this thing and made a lot of money. More so, I'm operating off of the year time frame. ICP is such a tough one. Dude, I kind of feel like it's going to land within the 40 to 30 spot. I kind of feel like at this trajectory that it has right now, it's going to be number 40 to 30 in terms of market cap size at the peak of this bull market. I feel like it's going to continue ticking down in terms of position. That being said, I've talked about previously the 30 to top 21 projects are going to land between about 50 to $85 billion in terms of market cap size. I agree with Papa Goof. It feels like the hype is over for it. It really feels like the hype is over. I see this thing still holding on and keeping lots of, because you have ICP maxis.
Yeah, of course.
You have the ICP maxis. Probably like 20, maybe $30 billion in terms of market. Like, I feel like there is upside still to it, but insane top 10 upside. It kind of feels
it's going to have a, like you said, decent upside, but there's going to be things that are going to outpace it, which is going to push it down to like
let's go
30, 40 spot, like you said, coin perspective.
Yeah, let's go there. Just to game theory, if what I'm saying does come to fruition here, coin perspective here, because actually my wife holds ICP. Yeah. I'm fighting my wife's bags right now, so I'm probably in danger when I get home. Let's see here. ICP. And at large, like, we haven't gotten back into ICP. We took shitloads of profits at $16. Mm-hmm. Built the bag at $325. I have felt great about that move ever since we got out. The supply is going to cook up to about 500 million tokens mid-2025. Then we come back down. Let's say it accomplishes the top end of that at $30 billion market cap with a slight increase on the circulating supply that comes out to about a $30 per token, or a $60 per token. Actually, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
It's going to move down on like the chart wise, because like the 30 or 40 spot, but you're still going to have major upside to make some money off ICP.
I like seeing this number.
It's not a bad play, but it's not like a top 10 play.
Yeah, so we have a bearish case on it holding its position, but honestly, that still means kind of a bullish case on the price. Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you know tokenomics and market sentiment. You can combine those two. God, is she fighting with me in the chat?
Not really, no. But I'm going to read this. Crypto Steve said, ICP is still building its tech, very lofty goal of decentralizing servers, not building enough dApps in this cycle. Next cycle might be very good for ICP.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Very much so, because they're trying to take the whole cake.
Yeah, they want everything.
It's hard to do that, guys. I mean, to usurp the existing system in total, pretty tough to do. Let's look. Wilsford asking for a good entry point on a Bitcoin long, and boy, my trigger finger is getting itchy here. I don't know if this thing's gonna work. I overloaded this computer, Isaac.
I know.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it on my phone real quick. We're going to CoinGlass. Bam, I have this on my phone. This is stuff that I do the moment that I open my eyes because I'm a psychopath. I see what the liquidation levels are. Liquidation map. Let's go. I know you can't see this right now, but as of the time being, I'm looking, I would get into a Bitcoin long if it wipes the liquidity out at $102,800. Okay. That's a far away from where we are right now. But there are hundreds of millions of dollars to liquidate should the price fall down to that level. You have a lot of longs coming in late. the market usually ends up punishing those late longers. So please trade with caution. Now, MOG been suspended from X, or unsuspended rather. So MOG coin back, but this is bad for Hannah's bags.
Very bad.
So she loves MOG. They get suspended. Now they're unsuspended. This is great. But I also saw that Retardio got suspended recently as well.
Interesting.
Jesus.
Her bags.
Can't catch a break here. We got to go to CoinGecko. Much love to Hannah, too. I'm hanging out with her in the Mario spaces. We're working on that stuff together. Let's see what the NFT floor prices are looking like for Pudgy Penguins, because things got crazy for Pudgy Penguins yesterday. Oh, man, it lost a tick. Currently down 20% on the day.
Up, though, from where
It's trying.
it died.
It's trying here. Let's go here to the 7-day. Oh, so it is trying to come back, but it went from $130,000 a unit down to what comes out to 16.4 ETH or $73,000. So a quick halvening of the Pudgy Penguins. Interesting to see. Obviously, we got a lot of controversy coming out about the Pudgy Penguins release. What's that?
To take this momentarily.
Okay, you gotta go to the restroom. Yes. All right, let's see here. So, I had to give you up on that. I had to expose you. Now, Bitwise launched a Solana staking ETP in Europe. Interesting to see the European markets getting access to staking and earning 6.4% staking their Solana in the European markets. Wonderful to see. And this is just going to kickspur the adoption. I do believe the Solana ETFs are going to be approved in 2025 here in the United States, just going to be in the latter end of 2025, given the final deadlines we're looking at. Trump-backed World Liberty Fi also bought ENA, Athena tokens, and Ondo tokens. Now, I have Ondo, I have Chainlink, but I don't have ENA. I've been snooping around for an entry point on ENA. It's been pretty difficult to find that entry point. Holy cow. But the moment that it takes a breath or a breather and builds a shelf, I will be doing so. This is Monad. Now, Monad, it looks like, is rolling out a testnet. And the first step for getting involved in the Monad testnet is to have a Phantom wallet. This is another testnet I'm going to be checking out. I feel like there might be some sneaky upside to this testnet and this chain as it releases. So keeping a close eye on that. We have from LARP Von Trier, the highlight on the NFT whales. Exit liquidity gathered up on the Pudgy Penguins. Now it's finding its short-term relief. We'll see if it holds in the meantime. But with January coming up, there's something interesting LucaNets is up to, and it is rolling out the abstract mainnet. This is coming January of 2025. Lots of degens, lots of Solana people like the Pudgies. And honestly, Pudgy Penguins is a pretty big namestay in crypto, especially NFTs. Talking to Crypto Taco about this, we are going to have to swim deep into abstract chain when it does release. And no, I'm not excited on the initial release. It's going to be watching it come out, making sure that it works well, and then absolutely hammering into the right projects within this. Stacking more Arrow, Crypto Custodian, you're reading my mind. Aerodrome being a little sleepy for the time being. I refused to give up on the project. Both times that it fell down to 50 cents, backed up the truck. Both times it worked out great. I still feel very convicted that Aerodrome is going to be a disgusting mover this bull market. And something else disgusting, unicorn fart dust popped up.
Not this thing again.
We had a meme coin created unicorn fart dust uploading. This is created around a boomer who created a video about it on YouTube, trying to prove his point that meme coins are worthless and gold is the way. Then he watched the crypto Twitter max port the fart dust to a $10 million market cap with upward momentum much stronger than the Starship 7. Welcome to UFD, folks. I do want to check out Deck Screener. I know we're rolling, but we got a lot of stuff to cover. I got to cover it. I got to cover all the stuff happening in the frickin' ecosphere. We will check out Pengu as well. I see your question there. Now we go to Deck Screener. We got the specific contract address because we don't want to land on some scam token here as we swim into the depths, folks. So we go to Deck Screener, let it load up. Maybe my computer starts on fire, maybe not. Costco hot dog, pre-populated, but let's go here. So we paste. It's a pumped up fun project. Of course, these psychopaths. This thing is up 79. What is going on? It is at $77 million market cap now.
Take that, Boomer. What the heck is Jeffrey doing in my spot?
Oh my God. So the dev sold all of his tokens at about $10 million market cap. And then the psychopaths on crypto Twitter found this little unicorn fart dust gem and ported it to nearly $80 million. It looks like it reached a peak of $112 million.
All this to say, don't FUD the meme coin sector, Boomer.
Oh my God.
Because your unicorn fart dust token made a lot of money for people.
Dude, and I can't click on the website. I can't go into the community post of it because it is one of the most degenerate communities out there.
Please don't.
But I'm here for it. So shout out to that. This is where you can find the official ticker, Unicorn UDF at Unicorn UDF. Absolute chaos. While we're on here, let's check out Pengu. Because I said yesterday I'm waiting for a little bit of calm in the waters before I send just a touch of Solana into the Pengu token. If we think that Dogecoin can hit $60 billion market cap, what makes you think that Pengu cannot get up to the 20 bill mark? It is at a $2.4 billion market cap right now. Fell down to 1.6, but it does look like it's on its research. So now we're establishing a range. All of the NFT whales have washed their trades, have gotten the airdrops, have sold them, have dumped on the holders, and now only the psychopaths remain. Now, in this term, you get in at the price you deserve. Maybe I only deserve to get in at a $2 billion flat market cap, which is of my opinion. And if I miss out on it, fine. No skin off my back, but I am watching this project because I think Pudgy Penguins is probably in it for this market in the long haul. Now, we talk 2028, probably not, but it feels like the crypto punk of this current market. Now, Solana and its meme coin Fartcoin rises to a $900 million market cap. It is almost to that $1 billion level of hilarity where Fartcoin hits $1 billion. TradFi bros lose their mind and the reckoning of altcoins begins. Now, where are we at on Bitcoin price? We're sitting here struggling. We're at $104,700. At large, not going to be surprised if we try out this 102 range. This, you can see, was resistance. Here, I'll scroll down a little bit. Resistance right here. Resistance right there. Slight resistance there. And then 2 points of support. Before entering into the current zone that we're in, I am going to be very cautious about getting into a Bitcoin long till the Federal Reserve meeting is done. I really kind of worry about that. I think that we're going to have an extreme green and red candle today. Probably going to look like a Darth Maul. Now, where it ends up after all of the dust settles is what matters. We are showing slight higher lows in terms of price action, but the markets and the exchanges love to wash traders out before the next big move. And I think that I feel it in my guts. It kind of feels like what's coming up in the front end of this week, and then we can keep on cooking in Thursday, Friday timeframes. But Mr. Mark, huge shout out to Mr. Mark. You, sir, are awesome. He is helping me clean out the spam comments on the videos after we go live, and I very, very much appreciate your help on that. Anyone else that's a mod, an hour or two after the video airs, if you could feel inclined to go back onto the video and clean up the scammer the comments. They are coming out of the woodworks. They're coming after me, and I need your help because I'm spending quite a bit of time cleaning up the comments myself currently. I don't have much time today. I do have to go to a Christmas dinner with the family, with TJ, with everybody. So I won't have any time to do it today. If you guys can help me out on that and support Sentiment, our channel partner. If you're watching after the show airs, make sure to use the QR code, hop into the survey, get your testnet ETH through connecting your MetaMask, and earn some tokens, guys. We are seeing if we can break the blockchain on the blockchain basement, because that's what we are all about here in the basement. So with that being said, we've unleashed a holy gauntlet of information on you today. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world, but also on the blockchain, and that's what we're going to focus on to make stupid amounts of money over the course of 2025. Isaac, are
It'll be
you
great.
coming to the dinner party with us?
Indeed, I am.
I like it. And you're not going like that, are you?
No, I gotta go home and change, and I gotta go pick up my homie.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Yes, Drew, do you want us to remove or report scam posts? Remove them. If you can,
Yes.
Mr. Mark, hide them from the channel. If you hide them from the channel, they are gone forever and they will never know it. They'll type in, they'll think that they're scamming people, they'll press enter, and it goes to nowhere. So if you can, hide them from the channel forever. If not, just remove them. I appreciate every single one of you out there, and I'll be coming back to you with more Crypto Alpha in the morning, and we'll see how Bitcoin does over the night. Until then, take care.